So, we are back on the map thing. And this is where we left off. It's looking a lot different now. And we start off for once of all time in a new, this other world area, continents. And against these blue guys seizing this neutral area off of these green guys. And I don't really do much about that. And since I don't really do much about it, a few months pass. They integrate it directly into themselves. Because the only person with a claim to it is dead. Yeah. And they just take over the land just like that. And all they got access to sea down here. Speaking of sea down here, generations and like millennia of volcanic activity have occurred. And like exploding and such. And such. Yeah. And no one lives here, obviously, because it came out of the ocean. It's not like they had time to migrate here over generations. And new land has been generated. Lots of very much valuable resources. That's important to know. Anyways, these guys still doing their own thing. I'll integrate them soon. Okay, and that's that for now. Over here, yeah, that's not the right thing, is it? Oh, come on. My computer's really bad today. We see these guys just swooping in and claiming the rest of these areas, which no one really stops because these guys are too weak. They don't care because they don't want to get a war with them. They don't care because they can't care because what they can do about it, and no one else is aboard of them. So they protest it diplomatically. That's about all they can do, and they integrate it into their little thing in a peninsula they had here. So this is a new government, and now they're looking pretty big, dominating the whole land. Why didn't they conquer the rest? You may be asking, not in an insulting way, because it's not very obvious. Oh my goodness, please, thank you. Okay. Well, because A, they respect their culture and their what they've done throughout history, so leave and B. B, lots of people live here, hard to garrison, and C, they can use them for trade. So accept a pact of non-interference with them, good trading conditions, and maybe results in getting a bit of land back, or a future alliance. For true, that's not control zoning. Anyways, next they make moves to push through this neutral land, which isn't very neutral because it's guarded by them, and maybe these if they get pushed enough to it. Anyways, they go around because they want to have access to the brown guys, because they want to have one big victory instead of beating up a ton of little guys. And this is heavily protested by the greens here, these guys here, and these, who don't say anything yet, but they issue a diplomatic objection in terms of, in the words of Paradox Interactive, when you're playing as France and Germany does the Rhineland. Anyways, so they both form a coalition against them, including these guys, and then big war happens. War these guys are much over prepared for. They base their whole country upon militarism and service to the nation, and they're more than well, they expected something like this to happen at some point, especially now, considering the fact what they're doing. So they start quickly rushing in, slower up here, but still successful, apart from there. This firing so much outflank these forces with use of smaller battalions of infantry and musketeers, I suppose, and these, maybe not anymore, maybe like actual line infantry. Anyways, they manage to outmaneuver their main army here, forcing it into surrender. Could have a Dunkirk scenario there, maybe if a few hundred escaped. And they get about that far before they're extended. They pretty much finished that off entirely. Well, they do finish off entirely, I said pretty much. And then they just start pushing through here. So now they pretty much reclaim the Reds' legacy in East here, when they got split up. And then they declare war on these guys, continue to push around these mountains and smash through there. Pretty much unopposed at the start, because the brown guys didn't expect to move that fast, and they're very concerned up here that these guys might try something. Anyways, they join the coalition, and these guys, who are in fact going to try something, join the coalition down here, or their capitals out here. Their little thingy alliance. They join up with that, which isn't not a very smart idea, because these guys are more than prepared. But these guys are, goodness, these guys got a bit more of a foothold now, the purple guys. So they do lose pretty much half their country, but it's not like too bad, because they're prepared for it. More prepared than they were. Can't remember if I want to do what I want to do rather. Okay, we're gonna have a quick intermission on this to go over here. To give me more time in thinking if I want to do that now. But I can't tell you, as there might be spoilers. Anyways, we see these guys completely. What did I say? 6 minutes. Rejecting these guys' right to their land and just taking it. And they have muskets from the old colonizers, or rifles at this point. It's like 200 years on from the invention of muskets. Anyways, they push through here. It doesn't go too successfully. Obviously, they can't maintain all of it, but they get a good foothold. And then after this war, because these guys have some out-of-date rifles from stealing and trade, they agree on a treaty where half the or a big chunk of the continent is given to the blue guys, because they, in air quotes, can maintain it better and want to have more right to it because of this. So they get the boundaries of the mountains here while giving them that. And it's not integrated directly now, because it's a lot to integrate. But that's just, yeah, now you see they've grown a lot. And then another intermission. Cool. Explorers from this yellow little clan of they've got too much. They've done too much. These grey guys a bit underrepresented. They are peaceful terms with their allies over here, so they decide to set sail, look for some more colonies. Dock here. Ask these guys kindly if they can. If they pay for the docking rights, they land here. And what do you know? A storm blows them from their expected course up here down, and they discover this new land, and they settle on it as such. And this happens. Let's say that they set the voyage off at the same time they just claimed this. So what, a year ago, 2 years ago. They kind of took over that quick. So say 3 years have passed. They've been finding new routes down. That one failed. They went back. Then that, and then in the end, with advanced cartography skills, they found the direct route, of which modern technology, or more modern ways in preserving food, bigger ships and such, better mapping skills, gives them the ability just to go there directly instead of having to go over several ports, and they take it over rather quietly, so they don't want anyone knowing they've found all this new land. But that's their economy going to go up quite a bit, and we'll see the effect of that in a while. Anyways, and finally, final intermission, these guys get integrated into there. Nope. They favour these guys because of language and race, let's just say. And these guys have different culture than them. And these guys are more similar. And there's handed an ultimatum from these three. These guys are a bit washed up now, so didn't accept that. Anyways, the push continues through here, starting to lose its effectivity as resources start drying up. Same up here, and same down here to a much greater extent, where they're pushed back miles. And instead of liberating this land, well, it's just integrated again. Rather unfortunate for them. And these pink guys jump at a shot to liberate some of their land and declare war on these, and start rushing into the occupied area they used to own last time. and they make pretty good gains. So now these purple guys are also at war with the blue guys, and so are these yellow guys, but not really kind of involved. I send a few volunteers down here. And I don't know if I want to make this too. So if I rush this now, I'll be really dumb. It'll just be in a perpetual loop of guys getting big and guys getting small. You know what I'm trying to say there? I could have undertones, I'd be a weirdo. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it there so I don't rush it too much. I don't want to mess it up. But finally, I'm gonna try to tie these guys into a plot line somehow. Lots of resources here, right? That's my key way of telling you that they're small, but they might be like good for something. And a little thing looking for lend-lease, basically like convoys here. I was trying to link up with their allies down here, and let's say these guys providing gun to war effort for them. And they're trying to find an effective way to do it. So they set off. The Earth is in fact a sphere, so some magic happens, they make it. And then that's first contact. They try to colonize it, but the people here, a very developed race of warriors, so that kind of gets pushed back. And they don't really have the ability to do much right now, but they just tell everyone that, hey, this exists. And they don't really care much either, but someone might go look for it. Cool.